Welcome back, and oh, the plot is thickening. So, the links down below are dedicated to Michael. And in memory of Michael for as long as the channel exists. This is how complicated it is. We didn't know Michael was his real name. If anyone out there, family and loved ones, are not understanding, there is no disparaging remarks, but I don't have to be soft and cuddly. We are being dragged into this like we share responsibility. Nothing is reality. All opinions are for entertainment purposes only. And if an attachment to music is so grand that it's making you make poor decisions, there are links down below to organizations that have much more professional help than anyone on a reaction channel might offer. So, once again, my heart goes out to the ones left behind, but very much confused on the amount of gravity you're sending to us. So I just have to be fair. When Cliff died, there were people who got really depressed. There could have been people who took drastic measures. I don't know. I didn't look into it. But I chose this song because of two reasons. Cliff's passing affected people greatly. People who were vicariously living through the artist might have got hit really hard by that. And I remember that. As I mentioned in the other videos, which for some reason don't offer any answers, the answers are, it's a reaction channel, and we just talk about stuff. So we got Metallica. Lots of people like Metallica. I'd like to talk about the tragic, the bus accident, or the fact that some people got really depressed when their style changed, or so on and so forth. So music, hell, one of my favorites back in the day, affects people greatly. And if that's the part, I don't think there's an answer for that. When the young men made the wrong choice and their parents went after Judas Priest, or the same thing with Ozzy Osbourne, when they had to find their answer in something else and not in their own personal circle, well, those court cases kind of go to show that what they did is they projected. It's somehow someone else's fault, unfortunately, when personal responsibility is the one thing that we're supposed to engage in. No one's expected to actually make your decisions for you. We have to do that. And hell, this song, Sanitarium, I think it addresses, not very realistically, but for some people, this gets right down into mental health and other very, very serious subjects. And the statistics right now don't lie. Despair is seeping in everywhere. And if you are filled with despair, there are links down below to people who might be able to help. And that's the best we can do. Is remember and honor with the links. And those links are for Michael. Rest his soul. Yeah, no, it's been a long time. I haven't heard this song in years. Well, sure. It takes me right back to when I contemplated my own state of being. When growing up, acquaintance after acquaintance was found demised. I made that clear in the other things. I don't know what our takeaway is supposed to be, but I certainly don't want to measure strangers on the internet to actual people that I knew personally. The best that I can do is say depression, disparity, sadness, morose, all these things that drag us down to the bottom. Reach out to someone that cares about you. I know it doesn't seem like it, but there are people around you everywhere that cares. You have to reach out to them. I mean, obviously, I don't know what I'm talking about, and I'm no shrink. But I think you'd find similar advice in professional groups. Or maybe someone with a softer, non-abrasive edge to help deal with loss. I'm a tough love guy. Outside of mom and dad and brother, I'm not steeped in sadness and despair myself. But I definitely can reflect, like hearing these lyrics again, on I knew lots of people who took this stuff to heart. And the sad truth is knowing people and realizing that the phone could ring at any moment. And you're going to get word. Like I said yesterday, and I'm going to say it all day today, that leaves victims of your loved ones and the people that care about you. And it creates more problems than it solves. So even if the heart goes out to the family, the questions of the why, and there's so many beautiful things on this planet, so many reasons to go on, that, it's a struggle. Yeah, it's tough. It is. And well, the good that comes from it is that there's always help available. And if you reach out, we'll put you in line with it. That's the best we can offer.
My fear of what
It's still a powerful song. To this, I mean, it's heavy, in my opinion. Now, like as always, all opinions are for entertainment purposes only. And just because I'm affected by Metallica doesn't mean everybody is. But I mean, I knew guys who cut out their first one to Master of Puppets in the morning. I knew people who, while listening to songs indicting their bad decisions, celebrated their bad decisions. We are the masters of our own destiny. The only strings that are pulling you are the ones that you allow to pull you. We are granted free will to make decisions that are greater than the examples around us. But to honor the memory of someone else down below, there are links to find help and care if you need it. And keep in mind that putting too much energy, too much thought on other things and not looking into oneself can be detrimental. And I got to pull myself out of this because the truth is this isn't going to be a downer the rest of the channel's history. So I understand some of the lyrical content there could be problematic. The thing is we're no longer addressing the family. We're moving on. And to move on, we'll have to admit that statistically, this unfortunate event is playing out everywhere. To such a degree that unfortunately family members left behind are too numerous to address. Like there's something we could do. I try to say that there's hope out there. But the difference is, for me, walking around in the grass, seeing the wind in the trees, and the simple act of drawing breath is enough to make it till tomorrow. And unfortunately, for anybody out there, I don't know what to tell you. I thought we were just talking about music and some crazy tinfoil hat stuff. Outside of that, I should not be the answer to any questions. At the most, it should just bring up more questions, not answers. I don't have answers. Just a line of endless questions. Sanitarium, welcome home. Master of Puppets is the album. Metallica is the band. I believe that song there affected people in ways we can't even measure. I just believe that. No, I could be wrong. That's the difference. I've been wrong a lot. Don't know my ass from a hole in the ground. And probably won't fix that anytime soon. Be back as soon as possible. No BS on this one. We got a full day of reactions coming, so take care. Take as well as you can. And apply that care to yourself.